upon a willingness to allow the divine will to reign over our self-will. And the resulting rebirth in our lives turns us into creatures of gentleness, like a cow or a lamb or a kid. Hick's explanation of self-denial stated the goal of a society of friends. And Isaiah's portrait of the ideal community challenges the reader to deny our selfish inclinations which cause disunity. The book of Isaiah is held in very high esteem by both Jews and Christians. Not because it presents a lovely picture of the world as it is in Isaiah's time or in our day. Rather, it is because Isaiah calls us to holiness and to a return to the intention for God's creation to live in harmony together. But how is restoration of God's creation possible? It becomes possible only by God's intervention into human history. And during Advent, we remember that God sent Jesus into our world to bring the greatest peace that we could ever know. And God has sent persons like William Penn and countless others who commit their lives to bringing in God's peaceable kingdom. During Advent, these 4 weeks before Christmas, we are reminded that what seems impossible to us is indeed possible through the intervention of God into our world with a message of peace on earth, goodwill to all. The key to this peaceable kingdom is found in this reading from Isaiah. They will not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain. Why? For the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord. When the whole earth is full of the knowledge of the Lord, when the whole earth has heard the message that God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, when the whole world hears the angels sing, peace on earth, goodwill to all, when the world over comes to understand the ways of God to be the way of justice and righteousness, when the haves of this world are filled with the knowledge that God expects us to share with the have-nots of this world, we are ready to turn our weapons into pruning hooks and convert our munition plants into food processing plants. When the hungry in Syria and Sudan and Ethiopia and elsewhere around the world have been fed, when we have all prayed together, Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And then we commit ourselves to seeing that prayer answered. Then the dream of Isaiah and Jesus, of William Penn and Edward Hicks, of a peaceable kingdom, shall come to pass. And indeed, the wolf shall live with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the lion and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them. May it be so. Amen. We take opportunity at this time to share with one another the joys and the concerns that are on our heart before we come to a time of prayer.
Hi, this is Dean again. I still need 2 cakes, one decorated, and I would hope that you would come and volunteer today. We won't be here next Sunday. Also, the music and worship schedule I've been working on. Several of you have not called me back. If you could see me, I would appreciate it. And I'll also have the cookie and helping with that sign-up sheet. And I know that you would like to do that. It's very easy. So come and see me at the fellowship time.
This is Julie Flickinger, and I just wanted to remind everyone that the Christmas program is at 10:30, and that the first 2 rows in the middle sections will need to be reserved for the little children that are involved in the play. So just to let you know that. Thanks.
This is Nick Yoder. I have a joy, kind of. Somebody left some photos in my mailbox of my mother that were taken back in 1947. And I don't know who did this, but if you could come up to me maybe after church, and I have a couple questions about the pictures. Thank you.
This is Gene, and I'm making an announcement for Pam. We are still waiting for some of you folks to turn in your sheets with pictures for the scrapbook that we're preparing for Frank Ramirez and Jenny. We've got about 30 that are already loaded, and we received a few more this morning. If you don't have a great picture, just let us know. We'll take the picture for you and make sure that it gets in there. It's coming together very nicely, and I think it will be a special treasure for our new pastor when he gets here.
Following our prayer and hymn and benediction this morning, you're invited to join us in the fellowship hall as they make some final preparations here in the sanctuary for the children's program at 10:30. Let us join in prayer. Gracious God, help us to know that you are present among us today as yesterday. Help us to remember that you will be with us tomorrow and in all the days to come. Creative God, open our minds to new ideas and understanding. May we remember that you created us in your image, and you have given us gifts of creativity. Loving God, fill our hearts with compassion. Remind us that the love and compassion we have experienced is meant to be shared. And as we use this time together to seek your will and do your work and experience your love, we pray that you will receive our worship this day and our actions this week, that we might glorify and honor your name. Holy God, in this season of Advent, we prepare ourselves to receive anew the gift of your love. During Advent, we are reminded of the vision of peace and hope for a better world. Oh God, when we lose hope, help us to remember that your love is greater than our disappointments, and your plans for us are even better than our dreams. This day, we offer you our prayers of thanksgiving and joy, lament and concern. We offer up to you our prayers May our compassion for family and friends continue, even as we offer you the burdens we have carried. Now, O God, we add our prayers for the children who have been preparing their own Christmas program and will share with us this morning. We thank you for the blessing they bring us. With their joyful enthusiasm and their bashful innocence, may their program this morning be a blessing both to them and to us. Hear our prayers, offered from children